according to the United Nations World Food Programme, says 30.6 million Nigerians face acute food insecurity. Experts blame on many factors, which include the security challenges in the North and Middle Belt, post-harvest losses, poor storage facility, and a couple of other issues. Over the years, there have been efforts at boosting food production in Nigeria, taking advantage of its over 70 million hectares of land, multiple agroecological zones, and a climate favorable for year-round farming. There have been several other such interventions by governments at council, state, and federal levels, including the Produce for Lagos program and the 500 billion naira guarantee fund scheme by the Lagos state government. In September, the Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Abubakar Yari, said the prices of food items have crashed across the country, but some Nigerians differ, saying they are yet to feel the ease.
Before, we said chicken for it before, but now we sell 5,000 naira.
This one, before I selling 300, now I selling 500 because only it don't cost. Down I selling, before I selling 3,500, now I selling 6,000. Everything don't cost.
About 2 months ago, we are buying the food. Like rice or back of rice is 70-something thousand naira, like 75, 78, 73. But now 60, 62, 50, 55 safe. So if I look, it's gone down now. Not to say like you have increasing the price now.
2025 marks the 80th anniversary of the annual World Food Day, which is celebrated on October the 16th every year. This year with the theme, Hand in Hand for Better Food and a Better Future, the United Nations target building a peaceful, sustainable, and food-secure future where everyone has access to a healthy diet. To achieve this, experts suggest the way forward must be comprehensive, from tackling insecurity to investing in climate resilience farming to improving storage, irrigation, and transportation systems. That's in addition to strengthening farmers' cooperatives, access to finance and research. With the right investment, policies, and protection for its farmers, Nigeria may be on its way from food insecurity to food sovereignty. Because in a nation so richly blessed, no one should go hungry.
If you order Bolt, InDrive, or Uber and you see this man run for your life,
immediately I entered this man's car, there was something hanging in front of his mirror. It looked so fetish, and
but this same man picked me up, May 3rd, and he did the same thing.
Oh, chef Bolt, chef Uber, chef InDrive.
I'm getting scared because, like, oh my god, what if he's the one? You guys, please be careful.
This is the man who goes around in Bolt, InDrive, and Uber, allegedly robbing women of their belongings, raping ladies in his ride, and pretending to offer safe transport while carrying knives, scissors, guns, and other weapons in his car.
This guy has pepper spray, he has gun, he has sharp weapons, whatever.
For months, young women have cried out, sharing stories of their painful encounters with this predator. They talk about how he allegedly threatens them, hurts them, and strips them not just of their possessions, but of their dignity.
And you're telling me I'm not with your food. He's like, you want me to kill you here? Immediately he now brought out the knife. He was not holding the knife. He said he's going to stab me to death. Started diverting to another route. That do I have condom inside my bag? Look at what he was asking me. I said I don't have condom inside my bag. He now searched my bag that he's going to sell my body in parts. That he already has people that will buy my body.
Despite these cries and warnings, he is still on the road. He is still picking up unsuspecting women and still moving through Uber, Bolt, and InDrive like a hunter waiting for his next victim. And the most heartbreaking question remains: why is a man like this still allowed to drive? Why has no company taken firm action?
Good afternoon. We're glad to have you join us this hour on African News 24 TV for news and updates of events happening around the world. And Myriadin will begin insecurity as the Nigeria Police Force has announced that it will resume nationwide enforcement of the tinted glass permit policy from January 2, 2026, citing rising security concerns. The announcement was made in a statement issued on Monday by the Force Public Relations Officer Benjamin Hunday. The police explained that the decision followed a review of emerging security threats and clarified that there is no court order restraining the enforcement of the law regulating tinted vehicle glass. Enforcement was earlier suspended to allow motorists adequate time to regularize their documentation and complete the permit application process. According to the police, recent security trends show an increase in criminal activities involving vehicles fitted with unauthorized tinted glass, which are often used to conceal identities during crimes such as armed robbery and kidnapping. The force said the resumption of enforcement is a proactive step to safeguard lives and property across the country. Away from that, the wife of the former president, Muhammadu Buhari, Aisha Buhari, has said her late husband, President Muhammad Buhari, began locking his room in 2017 after rumors in the presidential villa alleged she planned to kill him. According to Mrs. Buhari, the development disrupted his feeding routine and contributed to his prolonged illness. She was speaking in a newly released biography, From Soldier to Statesman, The Legacy of Muhammadu Buhari, authored by Dr. Charles Omoli. According to the book, Aisha Buhari maintained that the former president's 154-day medical leave in 2017 was not caused by poisoning or a mysterious ailment, but by the breakdown of a strict nutrition and supplement regimen she had long supervised. She said fear from the rumors led Buhari to miss meals and stop taking supplements, worsening his condition and eventually resulting in extended medical treatment in the United Kingdom. The biography also debunked conspiracy theories surrounding Buhari's health, including claims of poisoning and the existence of a body double. Meanwhile, the federal government has inaugurated Nigeria's third National Action Plan on the United Nations Security Council Resolution 1325 on women, peace and security. The plan covering 2024 to 2028 was launched in Abuja by the wife of the President, Oluremi Tinubu, through her representative, Leila Barau. She said the initiative reinforces Nigeria's commitment to inclusion, gender equality, and sustainable peace, noting that women must play active roles in conflict prevention and peace building. Minister of Women Affairs, Iman Ibrahim Suleiman, said the plan aligns with President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope and gender and will be implemented across all states and the FCT. The government says the new action plan strengthens national efforts to protect women, promote participation, and build lasting peace. It appears the dispute between billionaire businessman Aliko Dangote and the Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, Farouk Ahmed, is having a new twist as the Dangote has accused Ahmed of spending about $5 million on the secondary school education of his children in Switzerland. Dangote made the allegation today in a paid newspaper advertisement, describing the expenditure as an act of economic sabotage and corruption by a public officer. According to Dangote, the funds covered the education of 4 children over 6 years at elite Swiss institutions, including Montreux School, Ion College, Institut Le Rossi, and La Garenne International School. He estimated the annual cost of tuition, living expenses, air travel, and upkeep at about $200,000 per child, amounting to $800,000 yearly and nearly $5 million over the 6-year period for all 4 children. The industrialist further listed additional tertiary education expenses, estimating an average of $125,000 per child annually, totaling $2 million over 4 years for all 4 children. Dangote cited the completion of a Harvard MBA by one of his children in 2025 at an estimated cost of $210,000. He stressed that Nigerians deserve transparency, questioning how such funds were sourced by a public official while many families in Sokoto State struggle to afford basic school fees. In a related development, the House of Representatives Joint Committee has summoned the president of the Dangote Group, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, and the leadership of the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority over the renewed crisis in the downstream petroleum sector. The committee directed all parties to suspend media exchanges while it investigates the disputes, describing the situation as capable of undermining recent stability in the post-subsidy era. Chairman of the committee, Honorable Ikenga Imo Ugochinyere, said the lawmakers were compelled to intervene following allegations by Dangote against the NMDPRA Chief Executive Officer, stressing that a clear understanding of the issues ranging from import licenses to domestic refining capacity was necessary for sustainable solutions. He assured that the committee would act swiftly and without bias to resolve the matter in the national interest. The intervention follows Dangote's allegation that the NMDPRA Chief Executive Officer Farouk Ahmed engaged in corruption, claiming he spent $5 million on his children's education in Switzerland, an accusation the regulator has yet to respond to. Dangote said the claim raised serious concerns about accountability and public trust in regulatory institutions. From oil and gas to education, the National Universities Commission has lifted the ban on the establishment and operation of foreign universities in Nigeria, marking a significant policy shift in the country's higher education sector. The decision, according to the Commission, is aimed at expanding access to quality tertiary education, encouraging global academic partnerships, and attracting foreign direct investment into Nigeria's education industry. With the ban lifted, foreign universities are now permitted to set up campuses or collaborate with local institutions, subject to strict regulatory guidelines, quality assurance standards, and accreditation requirements set by the NUC. Education stakeholders have welcomed the move, noting that it could foster competition, improve academic standards, and provide Nigerian students with more globally competitive learning opportunities without the need to study abroad. The first individual to surpass a net worth of $600 billion, marking a historic milestone in global wealth rankings. The surging MUSK's fortune is driven largely by the strong performance and valuations of his companies, including Tesla, SpaceX, and other technology ventures, alongside growing investor confidence in artificial intelligence and space innovation. Analysts note that recent market movements and private companies' valuations played a significant role in pushing MUSK's net worth to the unprecedented level, further widening the gap between him and other top billionaires. The achievement has reignited debates around wealth concentration, corporate valuations, and the influence of tech entrepreneurs on the global economy, with reactions ranging from admiration to concern across social and economic circles. And on the foreign scene, the President of the United States, Donald Trump, has filed a $10 billion lawsuit against the BBC. The president is accusing the broadcaster of defamation over an edited version of his speech aired in a documentary on the January 6, 2021 U.S. Capitol riot. The lawsuit filed in a federal court in Miami seeks damages on the 2 counts, including alleged defamation and violation of Florida's Deceptive and Unfair Trade Practices Act. Trump claims the BBC misleadingly spliced parts of his speech, combining remarks such as "fight like hell" with calls to march on the Capitol, while omitting statements where he urged supporters to protest peacefully. Speaking at the White House, Trump accused the broadcaster of putting words in my mouth, calling the edit fake news and alleging it caused significant reputational and financial harm. The BBC has apologized, admitting an error of judgment and acknowledging that the edit gave a misleading impression of Trump's remarks. However, the broadcaster says the lawsuit lacks legal merit, stressing strong U.S. free speech protections. The case adds to a series of legal actions Trump has taken against major media organizations following his political comeback. Welcome to sports. The Super Eagles camp in Cairo has grown to 22 players with the arrival of Blackburn Rovers defender Ryan Alebiosu ahead of Nigeria's Africa Cup of Nations friendly match against Egypt. Atalanta winger Ademola Lookman and defenders Shemi Ajayi and Bright Osai Samuel reported to camp at the Renaissance Hotel on Monday, joining a steadily increasingly squad. Goalkeeper Amas Obasoge, defender Igor Obu, and midfielder Tochukwu Nadi were also among the latest arrivals to bolster the team. They linked up with early arrivals Francis Uzoho, Stanley Nwabali, Ebenezer Akinsomiro, and Fisayo Delibashiru, who are checked in on Sunday. Super Eagles media officer Promise Efohe disclosed that 20 players participated in the team's first training session on Monday evening. Quote, "Training went smoothly and the players showed good energy and commitment, which is encouraging at this stage of preparations." End of quote. Efohe said Club Brugge midfielder Rafael Onyedika and Alebiosu arrived shortly after the training, raising the number of players in camp to 22, with 6 more expected. In entertainment, Davido and Omale's collaboration with You has topped Spotify's list of the most shared Nigerian songs in 2025, reaffirming the track's song's resonance with listeners across the country. The announcement was made today as part of Spotify's 2025 Wrapped Data for Nigeria, which highlighted music sharing patterns across digital platforms. According to the streaming platform, the song recorded the highest number of forwards and reposts in both private and public online spaces. Spotify stated that the widespread sharing of With You reflects how Nigerians increasingly use music as a tool for social connection and emotional expression. Rema's Phone ranked second on the list, gaining significant traction on Snapchat and Instagram, while Burna Boy's Love secured the third position, circulating widely across Snapchat, Instagram stories, and WhatsApp, while Lawrence Oyo's Favor placed fourth. No Turning Back 2 by Gaze Baba featuring Lawrence Oyo completed the top 5. That will be all on this bulletin on African News 24 TV. Thank you for staying tuned. Please stay connected with us on all our social media platforms. And don't forget to visit our website at africannews24.ng for all the latest updates to stay informed and ahead. I'm Mary Adam. See you at 3 p.m. for updates and breaking news. Let's bye for now.